Good evening, welcome back to day one of week number 2 of the spring split of the Greener Premier League 2015. Fish and Wolf back on the casting desk once again. We're going to go into the second matchup tonight between Saigon Fantastic 5 and Phat Ultimate, and they're going to be playing 2 games here in the best of 2 in
new format,
the
new GPL format. I mean, if you guys are regular viewers or new viewers of the GPL and you're wondering, wait, best of 2? Yeah, we will be playing the best of 2 throughout the group stages. Teams will be facing off against each other. They will only be meeting in one match, so every match is going to count. Every game series is going to count. And right here is going to be SF5 going up against Phat Ultimate, and this is going to be huge for both these Vietnamese teams.
And if Phat Ultimate can pick up a win here against Saigon Fantastic 5 and secure all 3 points, they will almost definitely guarantee.
They will definitely guarantee their spot.
They will guarantee a spot in the next stage of the Greener Premier League.
SF5 will need to worry about their chances of moving on to the next round.
So next we still have 1 game to play in this group against Phat Ultimate. So Maneski are sitting on 4 points, Phat on 3, Saigon Fantastic 5 on 1, and Infinite, who are out, sitting on none.
Yep.
Let's we go back to us for a
There we go. We have the champion select now on your screens.
Yes.
It's going to be SF5 playing on the blue side and Phat Ultimate playing on the red side. We have Zareth being banned out here for the side of SF5 and Jana getting taken out for Phat Ultimate.
See what the remaining few bans are. We should see Alessandra somewhere. Warwick, there's one coming out from Saigon Fantastic 5. Alessandra and Nar definitely being banned out here. Maybe a Maokai?
Possibly a Jarvan as well.
Azuzi, maybe Maokai should be banned out. I don't think you should. Our Tarzan plays a little bit of Jarvan, so.
Yeah, Yushin plays a bit of Pantheon as well, so we may see those being banned out to kind of target them. There we have the Lissandra.
There's
Nar
Lissandra ban.
might be coming in as well. Azizi, not entirely sure whether he will be deciding to ban out the Nar on that side. Will SF5 go for the Nar ban? Let's see what else we have here. 10 more seconds down, left on the clock.
Saigon Fantastic 5 really taking their time to the ban.
They are.
Running down the clock.
The Syndra being banned out. Okay.
I like the changes to the new competitive play of League of Legends, whereby you can have your coaches walk you through picks and ban phases. I think that's going to change a lot of picks and bans in the 2015 split of every competitive league for League of Legends. It's going to add a new avenue here. Syndra being banned out against Phat Ultimate here. So that's probably a target ban against Lucifer, because we don't... Syndra is a very strong champion and is picked up quite frequently, but I don't think it is ban-worthy as a general ban. It's more likely a target ban, and it's going to be Jace being banned up against Saigon Fantastic 5. That leaves a Maokai open. Maokai, Lee Sin left open.
Nar is left open as well. Jarvan is left open. I want to talk about the mid lane bans a bit here. Lissandra can be playing the mid lane, so I'm going to consider her another mage ban.
Okay.
Zareth, Syndra, and Lissandra being banned out could open up the doors for many other champions. This also means that assassins being picked in the mid lane now will not have an easy time to kind of go on a target such as Zareth or Syndra.
Yes.
Now being hovered over by Saigon Fantastic 5. Corki now is the hover. Like I said, Nar being open is really good. If they get if Phat Ultimate decides to go for the Nar Jarvan combination, that's going to be huge for them.
They could have gone full circle there and hovered over Maokai and Jarvan and just thrown us off with something else instead, but instead they go for the Corki lock-in. Something which is which happens when champions like Zareth, Jace, Jana, and Syndra are banned, all the target bans, is that you leave a lot of these generic meta strong champions, the champions that are strong in the current meta.
Honestly, what is meta right now?
Yes,
but
true.
Still.
But when you do that, this is what can happen. Phat Ultimate can go with the Jarvan Nar combo, like you said. After SF5 take away a strong pick like Corki, you leave 2 strong picks available for the opposition team to pick up on the second rotation, giving them an even better pickup here. So Phat Ultimate will be able to go with that Nar and Jarvan pickup. We're going to have to see what Saigon Fantastic 5 decides to with, as Tarzan changes in the last minute to pick up Pantheon instead.
That's right, so Phat Ultimate deciding not to go with the Nar Jarvan. Instead, it will be the Nar Pantheon here.
No.
Nar.
Yes.
Let's see what SF5 decides to go for. I mean, it will not be the Gnar anymore because Phat Ultimate has gotten that in their roster. Let's see what they will decide to lock in terms of champions now. Jarvan is a highly prioritized pick. They don't need to go for it right now because they already see the Pantheon. They might want to get some higher other champions in their
Speaking of other,
pick rotations. Yeah.
Speaking of other,
We have You Can't Milk Those Alistar being locked in for SF5 as well.
and they have the Demaglio on their side to go up
Mhm.
against Gnar, so that's gonna help out slightly.
Slightly, I mean, at least, I mean, Phat Ultimate had the combination. They chose not to go for it. They wanted to put Yushin a little bit off his game by taking away the Pantheon. I'm pretty sure Yushin is very familiar with the Jarvan pickup as well, so not entirely sure what Phat Ultimate's strategy is in this pick and ban phase, and I'm just generally a little bit thrown off by this Pantheon lock-in.
And Phat Ultimate, 2 more picks here for them. They picked up their jungler and most likely their top laner.
They should show their bot lane right now. Their
Yes.
duo lane will be going up
Keep-
against the Corki and Alistar.
Keep their mid lane for last. They know what the opposition's bottom lane is, so they can pick against it. They can pick what they want. It doesn't look like they want to go for Morgana and Tristana. Morgana and Ezreal. That is very interesting. I mean, Ezreal Corki is one of the oldest skill-ish based matchups.
I mean, it used to be the Trinity Force of AD carries. I mean, if you
Yes.
remember what they are, it used to be Ezreal, Corki, as
Yes.
well as... Well, I'm
sometimes
blanking.
Lucian.
Sometimes Lucian. I mean, in Season 2, it was
No,
Ezreal, Corki, and... Was it Graves?
just Ezreal Corki.
I think, I just think Ezreal and Corki.
Yeah, Ezreal Corki.
Mm.
Sometimes Jinx was thrown in the fray as well.
Yeah.
But mainly Ezreal Corki. They are the Trinity Force AD carries there.
And Lucian, when he was available.
Yes, and it's one of the older skill-based matchups, which I still believe it just kept changing. When Essence Flux was strong for Ezreal, when it had that really large radius,
Yeah.
and the insane hitbox that went beyond that radius had an attack speed slow, which destroyed people, and people were
Scaled on both AP and AD.
yes, and people were maxing that ability.
Yep.
Ezreal destroyed Corki lanes
That's right.
easily.
SF5,
Then when they removed
yeah.
that, Corki became strong.
Whoa.
And they nerfed Corki.
Whoa.
Lux. Okay.
Okay.
We're going to have Lux in the mid lane, played by Optimus. And
Honestly, Optimus has been known to play his fair share of Lux, so I shouldn't be
Yes.
all too surprised with it. Picking Lux into a blind pick scenario, though, I'm not entirely
Actually,
sure because
I don't mind that, because if you think about it, who does Lux have a really, really tough time against? Maybe Zed. That's all I can think about.
Riven in the mid lane, possibly. Talon is still quite a pocket pick for some mid laners. That's
True,
going to give Lux
true.
a bunch of problems.
That is true.
Especially, you know, dodging out the light bindings with the cutthroat, going in from behind, getting, you
Yes.
know, all those skills off. That's going to be very dangerous for Lux.
Sure.
Don't know if Lucifer has these champions in his champion pool, though. Maybe SF5 knows something that we don't, and we see the Orianna being picked up here by Phat Ultimate.
Just to let people know as well, we're not going to have that 3-minute delay this time, because we've decided to...
Jump back into the
Yeah.
tournament realm. We're playing on the Vietnamese tournament server, of course.
Yes, so we're going back into
Going
the
back in time.
420 patch.
Yeah.
Not 421. 420 now.
So, Cork is still a very viable pick. I mean, he should still be a viable pick, but this time his missile speed will be at the same point that it is in the 420 patch.
This is the patch where Corki, at the strongest. Pantheon?
Pantheon did not get nerfed, yes.
Yes, so Pantheon a
This
little
is
bit
where
stronger here.
Rangers Trailblazer is
Yes.
fantastic as
And
well.
This is where Darien, the patch that he's meant to shine the most. I think.
You think?
Maybe.
Maybe.
I think.
I don't know.
I don't know either. But instead, let's look at the lineup very quickly, because we're going to head into the loading screen very quickly. It's going to be Rumble against Gnar in the top lane, Jarvan against Pantheon, Lux against Orianna in the mid lane, Corki, Alistar up against an Ezreal Morgana in the bottom lane.
Yeah, that's right. We
Production
also
Crew 03.
we are also going for the Ignite in the mid lane coming out from Orianna as
Yes.
well, I believe. So that's going to be a little bit more aggressive, whereas Lux decided to opt for the heal instead.
Yes.
Let's talk about the mid lane matchup because I personally did not like the blind pick scenario that was facing Optimus. I think he was confident in his skill with Lux. However, now we know that the Lux is going up against the Orianna. How do you like that matchup, Fish?
I think it's fairly stale. Lux, I would say, doesn't have an advantage early in the game, but has that pick potential. So Orianna, yes, has the shockwave, command dissonance, command attack to slow people down, stun them for a while, bring them back closer to her command attack as well, and a lot of damage. However, I feel that once Lux hits level 6, if she lands a single light binding, especially when the jungler is nearby, she has the capabilities to 100-0 people.
The Garena talk client there as well.
Talk.
The talk client.
I think that's my talk too.
Yeah, I think so. Are you streaming this as well?
No, I hope not. Actually, no, I think this is our
Oh yes, it is our.
Uh-oh. That's the duty roster being shown there. 0-4 for production crew today. Apparently this game is about to start 2:20:05 today.
Yeah.
Lots of fun things happening today.
A lot of fun things happening. Let's take a look at the items though.
Dino Gnar.
We have a early ward start coming out from Uzi. Interesting pickup from the SF5 support player here. And of course, I mean, there's a lot of in general map movement in the top half of the map by Phat Ultimate. Dino Gnar.
Gnar. I want to see how this top lane goes. I like that Rumble has gone for the cloth armor start.
Honestly, I favored. Oh,
that is so cheeky. This doesn't even do much damage, but he's just like, nah.
Tarzan now actually starting with the red trinket as well. So
he's gone sweeper.
Yeah, he's gone the sweeping lens.
And he got rid of that ward in the lane too.
Exactly.
And something I like about they're going for a lane swap, so it's not really going to apply. What? Gnar going for a lane swap? I thought they would have wanted to try and force.
I honestly thought that, you know, Gnar's just a huge lane bully all across, especially against the Rumble, but it looks like they will be doing the buddy jungle system here.
Yes.
And we might see a roaming Alistar as well. Uzi now coming in with the trample. Ooh.
What I really would have liked is he used his ward very early into the game to spawn out the invade into the blue buff, which allowed him eventually to join Yushin and go for that buddy system jungle, which we see APU on Phat Ultimate using as well.
Okay, before you actually talk about all this, Phat Ultimate cleared the blue camp.
Yes.
Whereas SF5 did not, so and they're going for a extremely early dragon here.
They're getting it as well. They're microing the dragon very nicely.
This is the 420 patch. I mean, it's so easy to micro the dragon.
Yes. It's not a very angry dragon.
No, it's not.
This is the Trinity Force of the Dragon setup. And something I would have liked to see from Phat Ultimate is because they had Gnar in a very good lane matchup against Rumble. They had Pantheon jungle, which is something which I would have liked to do something which you see in the 4-2-1 patch quite often, which is take the buff early, get level 2, gank the lane. They know that Rumble has no wards up in the top lane, and Pantheon is starting in the opponent's jungle, which means he will have to walk through the river to get to his own red buff. He doesn't go through a lane anymore. With that, he passes the top lane, making it advantageous for him to try and get a gank off. Flow summon the spell up in the top lane. They did go for this lane swap, which I still find very surprising.
Oh wow, watch this. Watch this happen.
Oh.
It's gonna be a 4-man collapse in the bottom there, and there we see Sue. Uzi here.
Uzi was really quick.
Yeah.
Really quick there. He runs the right way too, you know.
They might still decide to dive this though.
Ness taking some damage. Will they? I mean,
they may. I mean, Tarzan here with the Aegis of Ziona can block 2 turrets.
No, it's... Come on. It's an Alistar. You don't want to do this. Are they? Tyr taking a lot of damage.
Yeah, Tyr, okay.
No,
they have to back out of this one right now.
You really don't want to go for a tower dive here. Not this early in the game. Not against an Alistar who has Ignite and Flash, and a Rumble who has Flash. That's going to cost Unfat Ultimate quite a bit.
It
because
is.
Corki's going to be able to push bottom without a problem.
He has already hit level 4, will be going on the verge of level 5 in about the 6-minute mark or so. There we go, level 5 here. The 5-minute mark.
Minus needs to practice his last hitting though. 33 to 36, and needs to be in an unpressured lane for 5 minutes. He needs to go and pull a double lift. He needs to every day go into a custom game, farm for 20 minutes, forfeit, farm for 20 minutes, forfeit.
Practice the auto attacks.
See, missed one. You got that one. Got that one.
Berating him
Now-
now. Yushin and Uzi though, coming in from the side.
If Pantheon decides to go through this tri-brush, yeah, he's gonna get caught out here. Yushin gonna get the knock up there. Knock up for Uzi as well. Ooh, good use of the black shield, but Tarzan should be going down. Heal has been popped himself first blood. We'll go over to Yushin here. Now we're gonna chase down Tier and Ness here. Let's see what SF5 can do. Uzi, no, it's minus. He's taking damage. He gets the heal off though. We'll go down to Morgana though. Nice kickback from Uzi to knock out Tier. We'll get the kill for himself as well as Oriana tries to come down and defend. They pick up 2 kills for 1. Very unfortunate that Minus was tanking the turret when they went for that second dive, though.
That was a horrendous flash from Ness. He flashed into the phosphorus bomb.
Yes.
I can't say anything else about this. Lucifer.
Okay, he decides to recall. I thought
Yeah,
he
he's
was going to
gonna
try and
recall,
walk
but
through
this
the
is gonna
tri-brush.
be a counter jungling or possibly even grabbing a kill onto Tarzan. That's Rift Spirit
Which he
from
can smite
the
it. He can smite
wolves.
it.
Yeah, he
He
can.
gets
There
it.
we go.
With the Trailblazer, he gets all 3.
Yeah.
You know, money in the bank.
Money in the bank indeed. Value Town.
But will they kill him now? They get the... Ooh, Uzi
Nice
blocks it.
one coming out from Uzi. Ness from behind though with the Hyper should be able to pick up an easy kill onto the cow.
Worth.
And there we go.
He got the wolves. Clearly better than the kill.
Definitely better than
Yes.
kill.
I mean, wolves...
Denying XP from the jungler as well. Hey, Yushin
Yes.
doing his job.
Yes.
A little bit over aggressive by SF5 to be honest. They didn't need to be there in the opposing jungler. B1 taking a bunch of damage against Minus though.
Minus here, playing very nicely. Has that Phage already. Here being built by B1. That is not good at all. Minus going aggressive. Arcane Shift has been used. Heal pop by B1 there. Minus is tanking a lot of minion damage, though. He has to be very careful. B1 turning this one around. Flash into it. Minus flash away. Minus gets the one-on-one clutch kill. Saigon fantastic. 5 Minus outplays B1. Great duel between the 2 AD carries.
The level up there was key for Minus. He managed to put in 1 missile, and that 1 missile was all the damage that he needed to turn around that fight. What a great duel coming out from Minus as well as B1.
He really made that 1 missile you get on level up count. Great duel coming out from him. Solo kill going on over to Minus. He was on point, going aggressive once B1 used his Arcane Shift. He was a little bit over aggressive with Valkyrie straight into B1 because by doing so he jumped straight into about 7 minions there, which did a ton of damage to him.
Yeah. Oh ho.
Saigon Fantastic 5. This roaming gang squad. I don't think I've seen so much roaming Alistar since season 1.
The Raptor camp revealed where Uzi and Yushin were gonna be with that tiny little Raptor. Smite is available. Nice one coming out from Yushin. Yushin has always been a jungler, even back in the 2014 season, that was extremely aggressive in the counter juggling, and I like his style. Uzi, a new addition to the team in the later part of the 2014 season, does complement with a lot of the roaming supports. He roams with the Leona, he roams with the Taric, he roams with the Thresh, and it's a really, really good kind of synergy between the support and jungler here.
In Saigon Fantastic 5, or I should say the Vietnamese teams in general, they were very fond of the double jungle early on in the 2014 season and the roaming support. So that's something they're very used to. Their supports and junglers communicate very well with one another in order to get these roaming ganks off, to control the opposition's jungle, and to have more control of their own jungle. They're even fighting over this second spawn of the red buff now. Uzi's gonna go in on this one. Smite should go over to Tarzan here. Gets that one easy. B1 almost gets caught by the life binding, but manages to escape there.
Yeah, I mean, if you think about it, you talk about the double jungle coming out from the Vietnamese teams. Both these Vietnamese teams, SF5 being the veterans, of course, They're really showing how they can work the map a lot better than Unphat Ultimate. They haven't made any crucial mistakes just yet. And I have to talk about clearing the blue camp. I mentioned it earlier. We saw Unphat Ultimate clear, counter jungle and clear the blue camp away. And look at where the blue buff is right now. It's actually onto Optimus, and Unphat Ultimate, they do not have that blue buff available for them. So right now, this blue buff and the siege advantage, as well as the dragon, whatever it's gonna be, equalizer coming down as well. There we
goes
see
the ultimate coming from Lux. The final spark there. B1 taking a ton of damage. They will be able to get out there. Man,
oh
Ness,
wow,
Ness,
what are you doing there?
Ness, why would you teleport right into the middle of Saigon SF5 and not even as Meganar as well? He was close to transforming into Meganar, but just not quite. Unphat Ultimate, they just got jumped on by Saigon SF5 through the Fog of War. Use that final spark. The equalizer coming out from Azuzi as well, pushing them back. Flash burnt by Orianna as well to get out of that situation. There was no way for them to turn around that fight there. Ness should have cancelled that teleport, definitely. If he was teleporting earlier, right before Lucifer flashed, I would say, and if Lucifer left his command attack on where he was teleporting, maybe they could have done something. They could have used a shockwave, a few more auto attacks, Meganar, Nar, done. But Unphat Ultimate just didn't communicate. They looked like they panicked a little bit when Saigon SF5 tried to close in on them.
That was just communication breakdown there, I'll have to say. I mean, Ness with the teleport, I mean, we can't talk about it more and berate him more, but really, it's really bad. Uzi now the counter roaming. Alistar coming in, gets the headbutt combo. B1 gets taken down by Uzi.
A little bit of stall points, finishing him off with the overheating strike, the overheating auto attack. And you can tell Ness is in a bad spot. 28 minion score, 1, 2, and 1. He can't even lane against the attack damage carry.
Picking a Gnar is one thing. Getting the Gnar rolling is a completely different story, because if Gnar falls behind, he falls behind so hard, but Mega Gnar scales so well on items. But right now, Ness has no items at all.
Yes, exactly. Lucian in the bottom lane. Wanted to put a little bit of pressure onto Ness. I mean, it's kind of hard for Jarvan to put pressure onto this lane because Minus is so far ahead that Ness is always going to be close to his tower, or one hop away from his tower at least, making it very difficult for Uzi and Ushin to put any pressure at all. And right as I say that, Ushin trying to be sneaky, standing behind the tri-brush, waiting for the pink ward to go out, not realizing he's standing right on top of a ward as well.
Yeah. Great warding coming out from Unphat Ultimate. I mean, really tried to deny them from as much of the damage as possible. Azizi here, just taking out this turret. Does not have his teleport up, but equalizer will be available. And look at B1, taken down already so low by the Rumble in the top lane. Done with the haunting, guys. Lots of items coming out for the side of SF5. If we take a look at the item spikes here, the only great core item coming out for the side of Unphat Ultimate is the Morello Nomicon on Lucifer. Grand Skyfall coming down.
Azizi gets jumped on flat. Tarzan flashes in.
Dodge.
Nice dodge off the Dark Binding. Tear will go down to Azuzi. He's kiting Tarzan, making sure that he stays on his equalizer. Azuzi turns around a 2-on-1. Fantastic fashion, picking up a solo kill for himself in a 2-on-1 situation. Great play from Azuzi.
The communication and the timing there was just a little bit off. I mean,
a little
in between the Zionia as well as the Dark Binding. That was just a complete outplay for Azizi.
So do we call UZI or UZ?
Let's not go there, Fish. Let's not go there. If it was if it was U period Z period I period, I would call it UZI. But this is just spelled as one word, so let's just go Uzi. Jeez.
I mean, he did, but his name is Uzi. It's false.
Yeah, it is his fault.
It's just like when you pick Unoli. SF5 going for a quick tower push. Nice command. shockwave. Yushin will have to flash away, gets binded immediately, throws another spear at Yushin. Nobody on the side of Phat ultimate ready to turn this one out. Tarzan taking a lot of damage, he will go down. That Valkyrie was very short. They almost take down Pantheon. Ness gonna transform to Mega Nar. Nar's nothing into his team. He flashes away to throw a boulder there, and SF5, the misplay coming in from Minus, the 2-inch Valkyrie into a flash?
Yeah.
What?
He flashed back in after he Valkyried
And he
out of there.
Valkyrie less distance than a flash can cover.
Yeah.
That was very strange. Very, very strange. Ness as well, a little bit overexcited, you know, throwing out the Gnar ultimate at nothing. So, not quite sure what he's trying to do there.
A lot of mechanical mistakes coming out in that one team fight there by both Saigon Fantastic 5 as well as Phat Ultimate. And there we go, positional error coming out from Azizi. That was just bad.
So is it
from the
Azizi or Azizi?
It spells A-U-Z-E-Z-E, so...
What about Ayuzi?
Sure, that works.
Ayuzi works?
No, Ayuzi doesn't work because it's Ayuzizi.
Ayuzi and Yuzi?
Rumble.
Rumble's the best.
Rumble's the best.
Optimus has been a huge fan of using his Final Spark or Final Spunken to clear out these waves.
Oh man, the good old days.
Ness gonna get... there's no word.
Ness.
There's a word to describe that, but it's not appropriate for the stream.
Nope, it is not. Not at all.
Not at all.
Wow.
That was... They're just bullying Ness.
They are. I mean,
60 minions.
I've never seen Uzi participate in any lane battles or lane farming at all.
Yes.
He is the second jungler, and if the Yushin's flag and drag combo wasn't enough, you have the headbutt pulverize combo as well.
Yep. And the Cataclysm, which is still available for Yushin.
It is still available.
So no chances for Gnar at all right now. Phat Ultimate pushing towards the mid lane now. They are behind slightly, about 3,000 gold in favor of Saigon Fantastic 5 right now. Dragon has just respawned, so SF5 look like they want to try and pick up another. Phat Ultimate have not picked up a single dragon yet. 2 dragons to SF5 so far. And SF5 are positioning to try and pick up this dragon. And it's going to be a nice shockwave onto Yushin only. And meanwhile on the top lane we just see Rumble battle out with B1. As Zuzi on Rumble has his teleport available, so he can always join this fight faster. But he's rotating at equal speed to Ezreal, so he'll be able to get down to this dragon about the same time as the attack damage carry for Phat Ultimate does as well. And we do see Yushin takes a ton of damage as well. So the jungler is low, but so is B1.
Yeah, this is going to be really dangerous. There's a Grand Skyfall.
Uh-oh. That ultimate coming from Ezreal did a lot of damage in onto Jarvan. Ness gets interrupted. Ness will actually go in and take down Jarvan there. Still doing a lot of damage to Minus in the background. Tarzan gets a lot of damage down. Nice stun coming from Tyr to lock down Minus. He will get taken down by Lucifer. And they force Optimus to run away. Terran now taking a bit of damage. That nerf to Alistar not allowing him to auto-attack after a headbutt stops him to pick up a kill there. Phat Ultimate pick up a 4-for-1 exchange. And even though Ness, who is 2-4-4 and 68 minions, he got into Mega Gnar, gnarred people into the wall there, and was really useful for Phat Ultimate in that fight.
Yeah, this is why Gnar is such a potent champion right now. As long as you can juggle his rage bar well, and once you start the fight and you turn into Mega Gnar, you have so much crowd control and you have so much durability getting into the fight in between the wallop, the boulder toss, or in this case the building toss, and the Gnar ultimate is gonna be huge crowd control as well as disruption in a team fight. I have to say, Yushin took way too much damage in between the shockwave as well as, I believe, the spear shots coming out from Tarzan.
If you look at what B1 did in that fight, I was not able to carefully examine what he did during the actual team fight. However, you do see Yushin gets jumped on by Tarzan. Tarzan taking a lot of damage. Shockwave onto Yushin and Uzi. He will go down. And Yushin lives with a silver health. Will we see? No ultimate coming out from Ezreal to snipe him off in the background. The rest of Saigon Fantastic 5 are low, but didn't manage to pick up the tower there. Uzi will get stunned there. Prediction doesn't work. Lucifer does a lot of damage to Uzi as well. He will be able to get away from this one. Minus carefully trying to zone out here there. Gnar misses his boomerang to slow down Minus as well, so Phat Ultimate will not be able to re-engage. Channel Spark missing there, but you saw what B1 did in that fight for Dragon was he noticed that Yushin was low, waiting in the background. Yushin just had to be there for the smite, and if he was there for the smite, they would have won because B1 was equally as low as Jarvan was.
Yep.
So when your AD carry is low, it's even more detrimental because one ultimate from Optimus or minus Valkyrie in would have taken him down. Whereas Yushin on Jarvan just has to Black and Dragon, Cataclysm, and he can die. That doesn't matter. But what B1 did was he popped his ultimate, tagged Yushin in the back lines, knocking him down to about 100, 200 health, which made him really vulnerable, and they were able to take him down once Pantheon ulted it. That zoned Yushin away from getting close to smiting the dragon.
My question in that dragon fight there was, why did SF5 decide to start dragon? I mean, they were ahead. All they needed to do was to actually get a pick, and they even decided to start on dragon after Yushin got hit by the very first shockwave, and
yes,
it was a bad shockwave to say the least. It only landed onto Yushin. However, SF5 could just easily disengage from that one, set up for a good rumble out, for a good final spark, barrage of missiles from the outside, and take down APU really, really low before Yushin came in with a dragon steal if need be. But SF5 still decided to be the ones to aggro the dragon first. That just did not make sense to me. However, they're still in the lead. 2,000 gold ahead right now. Baron is live. SF5 grabbed the Scuttle Crab, and look at this roaming Alistar coming in to grab onto Ness here. Will they be able to find Ness though?
Not really.
The ward is there. Very good warding coming out from Uzi and company. Optimus here into the Raptors, using the final spark to clear this one out. However, the turret will get taken down. Will they decide to go for a flank though? Uzi jumping right in. Ooh, was that a...
They're going to jump onto Tarzan, I believe.
Uzi
takes down Tier with the equalizer in the back lines. Double kill coming over the Rumble. B1 should go down here. Critical strike from Minus on his last auto attack. Take him down. Baron for Saigon with SF5.
Yeah, and this will be a mega gnarless gnar, because Ness has already exhausted his rage bar, and this will be a free Baron buff for the team of Saigon. Fantastic. 22
the steal?
minutes into the game.
He got it!
He stole it!
Tarzan steals it. King of the jungle there, taking the Baron buff away from Yushin. Saigon Fantastic 5 may have won the team fight, but overall, great trade for Unfight Ultimate. They lose 4 members in trade for a Baron buff, which
how
gives
many
everybody
members
300 gold.
grabbed the Baron buff there? Was everyone alive at that point of time?
It should be everyone.
That's amazing. I mean, wow, that steal. Big plays coming in. Okay, B1 does not have the Baron buff. Lucifer does not have the Baron buff. It's only Tia as well as Ness, I believe, that managed to get the Baron buff. So 2 Baron buffs. Still, they managed to deny SF5, and that's what matters.
Regardless, the strongest part of Baron buff, you just need 1 member near the minion wave.
Yep.
As long as 1 member is near the minion wave, that Baron buff will affect the wave. And I think more importantly...
Do they want to push though?
More importantly, because Tarzan tagged that Baron, he picked up 300 gold for every member of their team, closing that gold gap significantly. Yushin and Uzi chasing them down. Uzi coming from the back lines here. Let's see who the black shoe goes on for. Equalize has been used. Who does he go for? Knocks up Tier and B1 with a nice splash. Also, B1 goes down. Here comes Mega Nar. Nar's 2v1 to the wall. Ness suns Yushin for an extended amount of time. Still doing a lot of damage to him. It will be Yushin
looking for the next bonus toss. Will not land though.
Ness will he get outside? Yes, he does. Cataclysm does get interrupted by his death though. And
Uzi
will get taken down here. Minus trying to come in from the back lines. Not quite able to do so. The Tarzan flash. Tarzan has flash.
Nice boomerang toss.
Ness. Stun coming out. Lucifer with a triple kill for the mid lane of Unfun Ultimate. And they will be pushing down this bottom lane. They have Baron buff on Ness, so they have the extra minion damage coming out and the extra buffs to their minions. They'll be able to get a good push going, and Morgana and Ezreal just respawn. So they can dip this mid lane push from Ultimate.
Summarize that fight, that was great warding from the Alpha Ultimate squad. They knew that there was a roaming cow. They knew that Yushin and Azizi will be coming in to try to collapse onto Ness, because Ness has been a target magnet. Teleport coming in from the Rumble to save Optimus' life. But like I said, fantastic warning. They knew that they were coming, and
Yes.
Alpha Ultimate collapsed fantastically. They got a triple kill onto Lucifer. They're gonna get this dragon buff, and they took 2 turrets to their name.
They're going to even out the dragon score. It's going to be 2-2, I believe. Giving them that increased damage to minions, sorry, for 420 damage. And they're now even on gold. Unfun Ultimate and Saigon Fantastic 5 have 38,000 plus gold, and they're completely even now. Unfun Ultimate just equalized a 5,000 gold deficit with those 2 plays.
Very good stuff coming from Alpha Ultimate. Unfortunate on the side of SF5, they made some bad decisions and it really costed them here. Grand Skyfall!
Grand Skyfall into Rumble, stuns him instantly. Uzi gonna knock the back. Ness gets the brunt of the Lux Ultimate as Tears, Dark Binding, will miss everybody on Saigon Fantastic 5. They've taken down Lucifer, Ness, and Tear to less than 300 health, and they managed to disengage. So Unfight Ultimate needs to realize Saigon Fantastic 5 are still a force to be reckoned with.
Definitely, I mean, SF5 here showing that they can pull off the wombo combos as well. And they chose a really good time to actually siege their turret. Ness was nowhere near becoming Mega Gnar at that point, and even after tossing a few boomerangs and auto attacks, Ness could still not turn into Mega Gnar. So whenever you're playing a team that has a Gnar, or you're playing against a Gnar, it's very important to watch the rage bar. The moment your opposing Gnar is about to turn into Mega Gnar, it's time for you to disengage, allow that rage meter to kind of slow down or kind of whittle down, and then you turn around for the team fight. That's the whole idea when you want to play against Gnar. And Ness, I have to say, has been having a pretty good time managing that rage meter, coming in, turning to Mega Gnar at really key moments, I have to say. The Maglio.
He needs to have a one-on-one with Yushin so he can do that taunt.
Yeah, he can. He definitely can right now. I mean, if we take a look at the items, this is going to be an interesting point of the game during the next fight. So, with the Liandry's Torment as well as the Zhonya's Hourglass completed onto Azizi. However, on the side of Ness, he has the Hex Drinker as well as the Spectre's Cowl and the Randuin's Omen.
Right.
Our spectator is just showing you that a Dear Optimus here, one of the best mid laners in Vietnam, touted to be one of the best, has picked up the Magi Soul Stealer. So this is going to be a turning point for both these teams. Whoever wins the next fight will come up big in terms of objectives 27 minutes in. I mean, having that second dragon buff will allow them to push down turrets that much faster.
Right.
Corki as well, Last Whisper, in Trinity Force as well as Blade of the Ruin King, compared to only the Triforce and the Mirror Mana on B1 playing his Ezreal. But of course, we will have Orianna now with those 3k Elo Shockwaves, Death Cap and Void Staff, as well as the Morello Nomicon, going full damage, itemizing for full AP here.
Yes.
Optimus not really doing a lot of damage with his Lucent Singularities. They catch Lucifer in a light binding though.
The poke coming from Saigon Fantastic 5 is amazing.
It's great.
It is amazing. Minus with the Missile Barrage. You can have Optimus with the light bindings.
And the Lucent Singularities.
Lucent Singularities.
Rumble might be able to poke with the Electro Harpoons. But once they start the fight, it's going to be really scary. So
yes,
they have to watch for Ness. I mean, if Ness can get a good flank using the Mega Gnar, it's going to be big. It's going to be really, really big.
of course.
Tarzan here just clearing out the pink ward. The vision ward is coming in. 30 seconds on the Baron timer now. Baron's going to respawn. I like the Baron spawn animation, by the way. It's fantastic.
Slithers around.
Yeah, it slithers around the Baron pit.
Like a snake.
Like a snake or worm.
Yeah.
Wriggle, wriggle.
Worm feels kind of degrading. Fiddle.
Yeah.
There he is.
Oh.
Oh, there he is.
Ah.
Angry. No Santa hat.
Our observer here doing his work, showing us the fantastic respawn animation.
No Santa hat. Kind of sad.
Nah,
It's Christmas, guys. Come on.
because it's not a 421 patch.
Still Christmas.
It is.
It's gonna be weird if come New Year's we get 421 on Taiwan tournament realm, Vietnam tournament realm. We still have Santa hats.
Yeah.
It's like late to the party, Baron.
It's okay. I will miss the Taiwan tournament realm. They will be sadly missed.
Yes, of course.
Oh. Okay, they're gonna clear out the vision in the area here. Baron Pit is gonna be a big objective. Now I'm gonna ask you this pertinent question. So, this will be the 5th dragon spawning on the map. It will be the 3rd dragon buff, level 3 dragon buff. Is the 5% move speed worth giving away the Baron buff for?
No,
Not at all.
I don't think so. Because
We're at the stage of the game right now where Baron is strictly extremely important.
let's
However, if any team gets up to the 4th dragon buff, and they will need to decide between the Baron and the dragon.
let's use Luxon as an example. She has 375 movement speed. Let's just round it up to 400. Even if she had 400 movement speed, the increase would be 20. So let's put 20 on top of what she has now, 375. That's less than 400 still. I don't think that's enough.
B1
getting a jumped on. Here goes the Cataclysm from Yushin. Ness will jump out of there, building that range speed to try and turn into Mega Gnar for that fight. Saigon with SF5 use a few Summoner's Flash.
Wow, you
Cataclysm
took a lot of damage from the dragon though.
Pantheon ult? Yes, no, no. They will get that 5% move speed. So, I mean, even Instalock made a song. Well, part of their song is who upgrades into Alacrity, which gives you 20 extra movement speed. So if the Baron buff, the Dragon buff, see, now you've seen Lux 394. Yes, it's a great bonus. I would rather have that 5% than to not have it, but I don't think it's worth giving away a team fight 30 minutes into the game. That's an additional 300 gold per kill, 1,500 gold, plus all the assist money on top of that, and the opportunity to take another objective. Maybe even take Baron after a team fight. I don't think that's worth giving away.
Perfect answer, Fish.
The final buff, though, the final Dragon buff,
That's a whole different story.
you need to kill people. They need to die. And they need to die, and the dragon needs to die with it, too.
Okay, so SF5 is approaching that critical mass here
Yes.
in terms of final dragon buffs. And Phat Ultimate now need to establish some form of vision control. Both the top laners dueling it out. Ness now just turn back into Gnar, mini Gnar. This should signal some aggression from SF5, because even if Ness decides to teleport in, he will take some time to charge that one up. And if they can land a good Equalizer Cataclysm combo, it's going to be huge.
Strange. Unfat Ultimate, very slow on checking Baron buff there after it was dewarded. They still haven't checked it. I mean, SF5 could be doing it right now. They're going to jump
could be. There you go. The Cataclysm comes out.
Tarzan has no way to escape this. Teleport comes in for Saigon with SF5. You should get taken on low. But
What's the Equalizer?
Equalizer going on to 2 members. Only Lucifer and Next taking it. B1 may get taken down here. Nice missile coming in. Mega Gnar into the wall. Minus Thunder, but that's not over just yet. Ultimate's getting a lot of damage. There goes the final part. Flashes away from it. Will it be enough though? Minus taking a lot of damage. Unfat Ultimate trying to disengage here. You do see them trying to get away from this fight. Minus will go down to Lucifer. Snipes him off in the background. 3 for 2.
Yeah, it is a 3 for 2 exchange in favor of Unfat Ultimate. I felt that Yushin as well as SF5 were a little bit too trigger happy. We have to question who they called out there. They called out Tarzan and Tyr.
Yes.
I don't think you should all in on those two champions. You want to watch for the damage threats. The damage threats are Ness, B1, as well as Lucifer.
I was okay with what Yushin did there. The flag drag into the Cataclysm. Because there was no escape for them. There's no way that Tyr and Yushin could get out of that one. They had time to take these two people down and then work on the rest of the team, which is what they did. But they split up the damage. They allowed Tyr to flash out at about a quarter of his health left.
Came back in with the Dark Bindings and Soul Shackles.
Yes. And that was crucial for the team fight. If they just bursted down Tarzan there, you know, killed the Pantheon, use the Equalizer, use the final spark there, just destroy him, back out, it's a 5-1-4 for the next 50 seconds. They could have taken Baron, they could have reset a fight. They could have done a lot of things for that 50 seconds.
No vision again onto Baron buff.
And Nar is going home. They started it. That was a Baron auto attack.
Yeah.
They are gonna fight. No.
Gonna
Let
back
Baron
off.
spit on people
Ness
for a while.
still has his teleport. He will
Yes.
not be turning into Mega Gnar soon. And talk about Mega Gnar. It took Ness 5 to 6 seconds to charge up. 7 seconds, I believe, to charge up into Mega Gnar.
That is insane. They could have done the Baron by now. They're actually going to start now. Unfun ultimate have that Pantheon off. Can he steal it once again? If Tarzan steals it here, that should be game over. Here comes the ultimate. They're going to let him die, I think. No, it's going to go down. Who takes it? Blue team take the Baron this time. Tarzan has no escape from this pit. That's why a great fight. Shockwave under 3 people. SF5 equalizer onto tier. He will go down here. Corky gets a kill in the backlines there onto B1. He should be able to Valkyrie. No, he uses Valkyrie in the pit to get a kill onto B1 there. That's 3 kills for Saigon Fantastic 5 onto Unfun Ultimate, who only managed to take down Yushin in that team fight.
Very questionable objective control. SF5 need to count themselves lucky that they got the Baron buff here. It was a 50-50 smite chance.
Yes.
Both junglers used their smite in that battle, and Yushin was the one that came out on top. I'm not even sure if Yushin got a final hit with the smite here, because I swear I saw the Baron down to 70 HP. It was down to 1 auto attack, and anyone could have gotten that one.
And what I was worried about there is they did the right thing. They saw the Pantheon ult come out through the wards, not through the large circle, which you have a delayed sighting of as the opposition team.
They backed out immediately.
They backed out immediately. That was great. Tarzan has no flash to get out of the Baron pit. He'll be taking Baron damage and a barrage of missiles and poke coming from Optimus. At the same time, Baron had 2,000 health. It's not enough for Tarzan to smite down on his own. So B1 sent out his ultimate, which didn't do too much damage. What I didn't like was Optimus threw out his final spark.
Yeah, that was so dangerous for Optimus.
For one, yes, it did deal a bit of damage to B1 and onto Tarzan, who were in the line of the final spark. But it took Baron down so low, it forced Yushin to go back into the fight, which eventually was the cause of his death. B1 flashed over, took a few kills there. They won the fight, which is the main thing for SF5. They won the smite battle, they got the fight. But it was very risky.
It was. I mean, the whole idea there is that you want to focus down the opposing jungler, especially if it's a Pantheon with no flash, jumping in with his Grand Skyfall at the back of the Baron pit. You want to take down the Pantheon immediately so that you don't have that chance of the 50-50 smite battle. They did not do it in time, and wow, was it risky. And right now, with the Baron buff, SF5 will be making the push.
The best part is, if Tarzan cancelled his ultimate, that was a free Baron.
That was.
It would only have been Ezreal who would have tried to snipe it over the wall, but it would have been almost impossible.
No, it will be. I mean, smite damage now is what? At level 14, let's see, 700 damage, 800 damage?
More than enough. On top of that, you have the final spark.
4th dragon.
4th dragon, wow.
Yeah. 800 damage, there we go, 14, yeah.
So, Saigon Fantastic 5, they're on a, Unfun Ultimate are on a 6-minute timer now. Which I will actually cut that down to 4 minutes because of the Baron buff.
Yeah, Baron lasts for 240 seconds, so this is the 420 patch. The 421 patch, they nerfed it down to 180, but this is going to be go time. Once they get their recalls, you should see with Azizi having his teleport up, move to a side lane, split push, and then join his team using the teleport. Right now, split push duty is being handed over to Minus. Yushin did not get the Baron. Now Optimus joining into the lane will empower their minions here, of course.
So, 6-minute timer now, 5-minute timer for Saigon Fantastic 5. Once that 5 minutes is up, they've won the game. Unfun Ultimate will need to fight at Dragon Pit on that fifth dragon, or they will lose the game because of the 5th dragon.
If this game continues all the way until Baron and Dragon respawn, they should respawn at about the same time.
Yes.
And it's now on both teams to decide which is the more important buff. Do they want the Baron buff for the quick push-ins? Because right now, SF5 can easily take anyone that they want. They will not have any threats at all. It's going to cancel out on this one. Ness might get caught out though. Oh, hit but pulverized. Missing from Uzi now. And they are going to, but Lucifer taken out so extremely low, but they are going to take down the tier 2 top lane turret.
They get it. Final Spark and Equalizer have been used. 2 major abilities. Final Spark, yes, will be back up soon. It is a lock tap though. Pantheon using that Grand Skyfall now. Let's see who he jumps in onto.
coming in.
Azizi Zonyas has to take a lot of tower damage there as well. He should go down. He goes flashes into the Cataclysm, which has to be cancelled by Yushin. Final Spark takes out Pantheon in the background.
Wow, so much
gets
damage.
A nice Mega Dart, but doesn't knock anyone to the wall. B1 will go down as well. That's 3 kills for Saigon Fantastic 5. Only Tier and Lucifer left alive, and no Shockwave to stop this barrage of minions going into the base. They need to somehow hold out for the next 33 seconds, or Saigon Fantastic 5 will close out this game.
They will try to close out this game. Baron buff is already done, so the minions will not be empowered. Orianna coming in with the wave clear should be able to do it as long as they don't catch Lucifer off guard here. Dark Binding nearly lands. They're going to sidestep this one. They take down one Nexus turret. They're going to exit the base right now. Baron's going to spawn in 2 minutes time.
Back in,
and oh my goodness, Midas coming back big here. He's on a rampage, taking down Tier, and they're going to back off from the base now.
They are going to back off, and Baron will be back up in 1 minute and 45 seconds. Saigon Fantastic 5, all they have to do now, they know they can win team fights. They want a team fight under the tower with Azuzi taking so much tower damage.
With no equalizer available for them.
No equalizer, and the final spark on about 5 seconds to 10 seconds of cooldown left. They had to wait for a while for that final spark to be out. Yes, they were able to use it in that team fight, but not exactly when they wanted to. So Saigon Fantastic 5 know they can take these fights. They are 9,000 gold ahead of Phat Ultimate. They have the items they need to do it. All they need to do now, set up for Baron. It's in 1 minute. Once they take down Baron, move over to Dragon, get the Dragon buff. That's 5 Dragon buffs and a Baron buff. There's no way Phat Ultimate can win after that.
None at all. We talk about itemizations here. It's a double AP comp coming from Saigon Fantastic 5, but look at the priority in terms of resistances. Mainly armor coming out from this team of Phat Ultimate, and I have to really question the itemization here. A single Banshee's Veil when you're facing up against a Corki and a Lux. Oh my goodness, the Command Shockwave completely missing out. The Grand Skyfall jumping in on down from Tarzan here. Nar comes in.
Ultimate goes down immediately. That's 1-for-1 trade. The support for the mid laner. It's going to be Corki jumping into the back lines. We'll take down Lucifer here. Tarzan dueling it out with Yushin here. Ness now dueling it out with B1. Triple kill coming in from Minus. And will be Yushin picking up a kill.
Should be GG.
Looking at the quadra kill for Corki. Played by Minus there. Saigon Fantastic 5 get the ace. 5-for-1 trade. This is game over. They don't even need to take down this inhibitor. They're just going to go straight for the Nexus, take down that finest Nexus turret, and end the game. Saigon Fantastic 1, Fantastic 5 lead 1-0 against Phat Ultimate. We'll be going into game 2 later.
We will be going to game 2, and I mean, I'm not very impressed by SF5's play or Phat's Ultimate play. It was been very messy. Especially in the mid game, both teams seem a little bit lost in what to do. They